Hi there, Mike the Vegas Guy here for another buffet review, and today I am taking you to the most expensive buffet in Vegas, what they boast as the largest buffet in Las Vegas at Caesar's Palace, the Bacchanal Buffet. First, I am going to teach you how to find the Bacchanal Buffet. Caesar's Palace is one of the largest, most convoluted properties in Vegas. It's easy to get lost in there. I'm going to show you, it's actually pretty easy if you start at the main entrance that we're going through right now. The original entrance, the main valet, the front door at the end of those historic fountains that you see out on front of the Strip. You walk in through this newly renovated entry area. Just walk around the statue of Caesar. You're basically going to make a straight line. It's a straight path from the front door to the buffet with a couple of hiccups here. I'm going to skip through walking through the casino floor there. They frown upon videoing on the table games area, even though everyone does it. All you have to do is follow this path. There is a path in the carpet. If you pay attention, you'll see the cashier cage to your left. If you just make a straight line, look at this sign, it does say Bacchanal Buffet to the right. That pathway on the carpet does follow to the right, otherwise straight would have been hotel elevators. So just follow this path. It's going to cut through the casino. As long as you stay moving forward, it's going to curve to the right. You'll see this center bar. Once you reach that center bar, look to your left and you're there. This is the Bacchanal Buffet. If you keep moving forward, you'll see the light coming through those windows in the back. If you walk straight all the way to the back, you'll walk out the back door and fall into the pool. So you've walked from the front door to the back of the property. Now here is the line to get in. To your left here, you're going to see these little tablet kiosks. You do have to make a reservation. It is very difficult to walk right in the door unannounced. It is a very popular buffet. Unless you are a Caesars Rewards Diamond member or above, then you do not need a reservation. Once you do that, you'll wait in a line to pay at that register, and then you'll wait in another line to be seated. That's what those folks standing there are waiting for. Now I'm just going to cut to the chase about my thoughts on this buffet. The food is incredible. That's what you come here for. The food is amazing. It's the other aspects of the buffet experience that I'm going to be a little more critical on in this video, and we're going to basically discuss whether or not it is truly worth the $92 full price that they're charging these days. Here I'm at my table. They do have a drink menu. Of course, non-alcoholic beverages are included with the buffet. They charge extra for alcoholic beverages. I'm not sure why the menu's on the table. Usually you have to pay for your drinks in advance. I've never tried it. Maybe they will charge you extra if you want to add on a drink later. I'm sure they'll be happy to take your money one way or another if you want to add an alcoholic beverage. But so let's take a look at the buffet here. I'm going to, of course, give you a quick tour. I'm not going to show you myself stuffing my face like some other vloggers do. I'm going to basically just cover the food, starting off here in the Mexican section. They have wonderful street taco items, street hot dogs there. The overall theme you will find at this buffet is small bites. Small portions that allow you to sample a little bit of everything at the buffet, which is still impossible to do. They give you a 90-minute time limit. I have never made it 90 minutes without being stuffed and ready to leave, although I'm sure there are some people who push the limits of that. They also have some pre-made salads. This is one of my biggest complaints, is they do not have a salad bar. They have pre-made salads throughout these different stations here, which is a problem if you have dietary restrictions and you don't know what's in the dressing. You might want to have dressing on the side. Here is the carving station. This is more of the, you might call it the American section. They always seem to have brisket, steamship, prime rib. There's also a honey-baked ham on the other station here. You'll see with the pineapples attached to it. And on the other side here, there's traditional side dishes, American style, mashed potatoes. They always have chicken wings, although they're sometimes prepared differently. Green beans, creamed spinach, which I'm a big fan of. And they always have some different options here if you come on different nights. They have sliders today. This is where I always start. This is the main attraction for most people, the seafood section. They have crab legs. This little area here usually has a rotating lineup of different dishes. Today it was a seafood boil with a little bit of everything. This is where I'm going to get my first plate. Now they will fill your plate with crab legs if you ask them to. I only get a couple. I'm not the biggest fan of all of the work you have to put in to enjoying crab legs. Around the corner here is the rest of the seafood. These mussels are fantastic. They seem to always have those on the menu. This was new to me, the little octopus salad they have there. There's clams, and to the left we're gonna see this is all cold on ice. There's additional crab legs, there's Dungeness crab. That is cocktail shrimp, shrimp cocktail, not peel and eat shrimp. It is peeled, ready to eat. Lesser buffets in town will make you peel the shrimp yourself. Of course, there's lobster claws there. I had to slow motion. It was very crowded. It was tough for me to get close-ups of every food item, and that was the most popular area. They also have these prawns you'll see on my plate here. Here's the glamour shot of my plate. Of course, there's so much more work to do. I had to get a second plate to put all the shells on, and about what felt like half an hour later, I finally got to eat what was inside all of these shells. Moving on, here's the Italian section. Now, this is not going to be an American-style Italian food. This is very authentic, more Mediterranean-leaning Italian fare. They always have meatballs and pasta, but there's other things. They have pizza here. It is more of a rustic Sicilian-style thick crust pizza. Definitely some of the better buffet pizza you will find in Vegas. There's, of course, again, pre-made salads, a very nice caprese salad, and I love the little decoration. All the decorations they have are real food that they have to make every day. Who is that handsome guy? My God. And here are more Mediterranean little hummus plates, and this whole section, I feel, should be the salad bar. You'd think that maybe in another day and age there was a salad bar here, but this is actually a charcuterie station. They have these wonderful cheeses, meats, nuts. It's snack food to me. I don't come to a buffet to snack, but if you want to, look at that. There's shelled pistachios, all you can eat, no work involved with the pistachios, just like the shrimp cocktail. If you're a fan of that, this buffet's got you covered. I feel like there's a little too much in the realm of hors d'oeuvres and small bites. But if you want hors d'oeuvres, they've got you covered here. Look, there's deviled eggs on individual plates. It's beautiful. And of course, there's more salad here. But it's quality. Everything you get is quality. Moving on to the Asian cuisine, there are so many things to choose from here. What you're looking at here are more Korean-inspired dishes. They have Korean fried chicken. These are some of my favorite things to choose from. In the back corner there's salt and pepper frog legs. There's char siu pork ribs. Lots of more traditional Chinese options that you find at other buffets. To the left here, you see these steamer baskets with a selection of pork buns and dumplings and other things. I have still yet to try half of the things at this buffet that you're seeing here. As we move on, of course, you can help yourself to some steamed rice. There's help yourself to edamame. And as we round the corner, we're going to get more into Japanese fare. There's sushi. These are little individual serving poke bowls. Again, small bites, so you can sample a little bit of everything. And to the left, there's sushi. They always seem to have the same options with sushi. They have the same couple of rolls usually, and they have the salmon and tuna nigiri there that you're seeing. My favorite thing at the entire buffet, they always have this right here. I'm going to slow it down so you can see these pork skewers. Let's double back. Let's go back. I want to show them, look at those. They're so delicious. It is truly my favorite thing at this buffet. If I have to recommend anything, those pork skewers. And they always have this display of pork belly and the whole hog there. Here's my plate that I made. I'm not going to show you myself stuffing my face, of course, but a little glamour shot of everything I put together there. This is my favorite dish. Honestly, I could just eat from this one section and not even look at the other spots. But I did stop by the carving station. Honestly, with all of the other options at this buffet, the carving station ends up, in my opinion, being the least interesting food to offer. And I'm sorry to say I had an issue with the prime rib that I got. You're gonna see it here on the plate. I'll slow it down for you. This piece of prime rib is medium well at best. It was pretty much well done. It was not the best prime rib I've ever had at a buffet. Buffet prime rib is never like you get it at a restaurant to begin with, but I would have to say, if I'm going to complain about anything, the carving station did not live up to the expectations of the rest of the space. But here we go to the desserts. This is also something I am not the biggest fan of when it comes to these small bites. There's so much to choose from. If you are someone who wants to sample everything, then they've got you covered. Every dessert is a small bite. You're never gonna find like one full-size piece of cake or pie at this buffet. That having been said, there is everything under the sun that you could imagine available at this dessert station. They've got fresh fruit. It had been kind of picked over here at this point on a Saturday. But you're always going to find long lines, tons of staff preparing things around the clock behind this counter for you. And there are some things that they serve you. There is a crepe station. They'll make you whatever kind of dessert crepe that you want with all different toppings. There's also ice cream and sorbet that they will scoop you. They'll scoop it, one little scoop in one little cup. That's what they're doing. This line over here is for the ice cream. I had to zoom in. There's a chef with blowtorches making creme brulee moments before putting it out in front of the guests. You'll see that they put it out at the end of this section here. There's donuts. They've got all sorts of treats like Rice Krispie treats, candy, all sorts of things under the sun. It really is a great dessert section. My favorite thing is over here, the little cheesecake bites with raspberries. I'm more of a fruit person than a chocolate person. I know, sue me. Look, there are those creme brulees. They just put them out after we saw them top it off with the blowtorches. So it's all quality. This is top of the line desserts. All of the food here is excellent. Now let's get down to business and talk about the pricing, the hours of operation. I've got them all laid out here for you. I was surprised to learn on this most recent visit that they have raised the prices. The top price was always $79.99. Now on the weekends it is $84.99. So after taxes, it comes to $92.64. This is the weekend price. They also have weekdays at $79.99. That used to be, I think, $65. They don't publish these prices online. If you go to the Bacchanal website, you will not see a price list. They seem to be free to change their prices around. I know they also used to offer a brunch price, which used to be around $60, $65. Maybe that is now $79.99. At the end of the day, it's up to you to decide if this price is worth the 90-minute experience for the quality of the food that they do have here. Now, I do have one complaint. This buffet is very crowded. Most buffets are really large, spacious, especially ones built after the 1990s. This one, look how narrow the walking area is between the tables to your left and the food stations to your right. Specifically this point right here, this pinch point. Look at those chairs. Look at the people in line to the seafood section, and only enough space for one person at a time to pet. I couldn't even make this up if I tried. I whipped out my camera and had to stop for people to pass back and forth. It's a really cramped, crowded buffet. Personally, I think a luxury, high-end buffet experience shouldn't be that cramped and crowded. So take that into consideration when you're choosing to spend your buffet dollars in Las Vegas. Personally, I do not think it is worth $92. I had a $20 food credit with Caesars that I was able to use, so I paid about $70, which is still expensive. You let me know in the comments how much you think is a fair price for this buffet. The food is that good, but the experience might not live up to that standard in my opinion. Tell me in the comments which buffet you'd like me to visit next, and subscribe to my channel for my buffet reviews, my show reviews, and all my other Vegas tips and tricks. I'm Mike the Vegas Guy. Thanks for watching.